Hi everyone, it's Mel. I hope you're doing great, and today is time for a new concept. Well, I'm not saying I invented this thing because I'm pretty sure other artists have already done this before. I'm here for a new series of videos that is going to be basically me drawing about a song. So it can be what the song actually says, what the song makes me feel like, or the story that I actually picture in my head without caring about the lyrics or anything else. So I really hope you're gonna enjoy this new series. To start it, I decided to do the song called Hayloft by the group Mother. You might have noticed that from my last one or two videos, the Speedpaint is a little different because I am so lucky. I got an iPad Pro for Christmas and this thing is amazing. I can never be thankful enough for my family to have been so generous to buy it for me. I'm gonna have to adapt to it to figure out the best way to do my thing, so it might look a little wonky for a few videos, but after this I should be settled. Okay, enough talking. My introduction hour was too long. Let's get into it. I'm going to talk about the composition of the picture, the characters, and the colors. So if you like my voiceovers that are about art, you are going to be happy. I wanted the Hayloft to look kind of big, and I struggled a little bit figuring out the perspective for it. You can't see it on the Speedpaint, but I tried a few different perspectives because I wanted the Hayloft to look much bigger. It is an intimate moment between the two characters, but I wanted to show that there is something bigger above them, but I'm going to talk about it in the characters. Yeah, I really wanted to look big, so I made it quite vertical, and the image composition in general is a sort of diagonal. You're going to see this later with the stairs, but also especially the light at the very end. It's very vertical, and it goes from the character in the top left corner to the characters on the top right corners, because naturally your mind is going to imagine that the movement goes from top to bottom. So the influence, the power of the characters is going to be expressed from the corner on the top left, who is going to use his influence and his power on the characters that are on the top right corner. I really wanted to show this difference of power between the characters thanks to this. Also did this diagonal thing with the colors. Basically it's going to be very yellow and warm on the top right corner and very cold on the top left corner to reinforce this diagonal idea. Now the characters. I wasn't sure about the girl. Basically the song is about a girl who's apparently with a boyfriend. I really hope I'm not misinterpreting any of this. So there's a girl who's with a boy and she basically warns him that he should run because her dad has got a gun. So it leads the story of a dad who doesn't approve of his daughter's relationship and who might just shoot her lover. Now, I have no idea of how I'm supposed to interpret the girl in the song, because at first I just heard, oh, this is an unhappy couple, the girl loves the guy, but her dad is such a dick and he wants to shoot him. But the thing is, she's rather playful when she sings. I mean, okay, it's so weird, but she doesn't look scared or anything, and I completely understand that it's a song, right? She's singing, obviously, it's difficult to sound scared when you're singing, but I liked better the idea that she is actually not so overwhelmed by this. In my head, it's not the first time she's got a boyfriend, and she knows what happens, right? She knows that every boyfriend that she has gets shot by the father because he just wants to keep his daughter for himself. She knows about this, but she doesn't really care. She's not evil or anything, you know, she doesn't bring them back so that they would get killed, but she knows that they are probably gonna get shot. She just wants to have a nice little boyfriend, you know, it's a little bit like a fling, and then her dad kills him and she can actually have some diversity with her pretendant. Yeah, rather cruel, but I wasn't sure everyone would like this interpretation, and I really like the idea of letting people interpret the things. So I basically put her with her back front to the viewer, so you can't see her expression or anything, so you can basically imagine. Even though there is a little play on the colors that kind of gives a hint as to what I personally wanted to express. As I said, the father, so the one who might just shoot the guy, is on the top left corner, and you can't see his face. He's on top because he's got power. Already talked about it with the diagonal thing, but you can't see his face. And the thing is, this song doesn't give any name or anything. It's very vague, right? There are many lyrics anyways, but it tells a story that was, I think, maybe pretty common at the time, even if it wasn't in a hayloft or in a farm or anything. at the time, dads had power over their daughter, and this is why I didn't give this guy a face, because he could be any sort of father. And the girl, it's the same thing. She doesn't have the face because every girl were forced to agree with their father's opinion on their boyfriends, even though this one is kind of crueler than this, just because I found it more interesting. This is why you can't see their faces. I wanted to show in this picture not only the song, but also the idea of the song, the idea of women having to let their dads shoot their partners because they cannot apparently make a choice for themselves. So yeah, this is really something that I wanted to put emphasis on. The guy is very classic. You can see his face. I just wanted to show just how innocent and oblivious of the danger he is. He's obviously looking the opposite way, so he can't see the dad. And he's pretty open. He's trying to look confident, to look cool, to seduce the girl. And the fact that he's open makes him an even better target. The girl is in a ball, but he is just open for the shot. Finally, the colors. I've already talked a little bit about them, but blue dark on the top left corner for the dad. He's a cold person who only cares about his feelings and can cold-bloodedly kill a young man if he thinks that he's a menace. And on the other hand, the yellow, the warm, the hay, when two lovers come and have warm hugs. But as I said, there's a clue as to what I think about the girl. Indeed, her dress is blue, just like the top left corner where her dad is. So yes, in my mind, she's cruel, but you can interpret it the way you want. I just wanted to put a little hint in there because, well, you know, it's interesting, I think. But I wanted still the picture to be overwhelmingly warm and just the menace to be kind of in a corner, hidden. You can't really notice it at first, and it makes it more dangerous, but it also gives place for the love and the warmth because the song is still kind of cheerful sounding, really, and I really wanted to stay a little bit cheerful, to be honest. I hope you liked this idea. I actually really enjoyed doing a drawing for a song. I think it just makes my hearing and my sense of sight both be happy at the same time when I listen to the music and watch this. If I sound a little tired or if this looks a little bit chaotic on my channel, I'm sorry. I'm in exam period and I'm tired. I'm really tired, and it just, yeah, I have to figure all these Speedpaint sort of stuff out with the iPad, but at the same time my brain just won't cooperate, so I'm really sorry, but I think it's okay. I really hope you're gonna like it. I have talked too much, just like always. Okay, I hope you like it, and I also hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.